It's now 2026, and I thought I would give a quick update on my Cub Cadet LTX 1050 that I bought brand new back in 2011 from Home Depot. I believe it was $2,100, which at that time was more than I wanted to spend. Of course, nowadays that seems pretty cheap. This has the Kawasaki FR651V. I know there was also a Kohler version at that time, which was always confusing to me to have the same mower but with a different engine. If you've seen my other video on this mower, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but the transmission was slowly going out on it, and eventually it just stopped moving altogether. So it's been sitting for a few years, I think since 2023, so going on 3 years or so. I also bought a used hydro gear transmission that was pretty similar to mine back in 2023, but it had different wheel hubs, and when I tried to pop one off, I did accidentally break the axle inside the transmission. So that's been sitting for a few years as well. Of course, since then I've been using my new zero-turn ZT150, but then here recently it was at the dealer, which I'll probably make a video on that here soon. So I thought, well, now would be a good time to fix my older LTX 1050 while my zero-turn was being looked at. I have to admit, I had to watch several different YouTube videos on the hydro gear transmission that I could find, even some of the tough torque ones, but eventually I felt confident enough to open up my old transmission to try to fix it. Surprisingly, it did seem pretty simple to tear apart. There was probably less parts on the inside than I was expecting, but then again, just like when you try to put stuff back into a box, if you need to return it, sometimes it's a little tricky to get everything to fit back inside. And it felt that way when I was working on this transmission. Everything looked like it was in pretty good condition on the inside. I did take the pump and center section and sanded that down a little bit with 600 grit sandpaper, which is something that I saw on other YouTube videos. I did notice if you're not real careful, the pistons can slide out when it's in there sideways, and they can get damaged pretty easily when putting it back together. I actually had to buy another one. It actually took me a couple times before I could put that in there without damaging it. Eventually I got it back together and started purging the system, and that's when I realized there was no power to the wheels. Then I thought it was the drive belt, but no, that seemed to work fine. The drive pulley and the fan on the top of the transmission seemed to be fine. Although I couldn't remove the pulley on the top of the transmission, it feels like it's seized on there, but it did seem to work okay. But after everything was back together, yeah, the transmission still wasn't working. So apparently sanding those couple parts didn't really seem to help. So I went on to plan B, where I was just gonna switch the axles on the eBay transmission or just switch the internal parts. I figured the axles might be a little bit easier to switch. And yeah, surprisingly, there's just a little, really small spiral retaining ring that holds the axle in. Once you pop those off, it's easy to just swap out the axles. This eBay transmission is actually an older one from a Cub Cadet LT 1050. So very similar to the LTX 1050, just a hair different. And yeah, surprisingly, once the axles were switched, once I got this eBay transmission mounted to my mower, the wheels started spinning right away. So finally I was able to drive this after it was sitting for so long. I probably should have recorded more of this, but I really wasn't expecting this to work. Really, the wheels started moving right away. I didn't even really have to purge it hardly at all. However, I did notice there's something slightly off between this older transmission and my previous LTX 1050 version, even though the part numbers are almost identical. Where the center section, where the idler pulley and the two tensioners, it just seems to vibrate way more than it should. So I went ahead and replaced the bracket and the 3 pulleys, and I think that definitely helped smooth things out. But something is still just a little bit off because it does vibrate quite a bit. You can even feel it under your feet. One crazy thing about just switching the idler pulley is I actually had to separate the fender from the frame. You also have to pull up the sticker to access 2 of the bolts. So it was definitely a lot more involved than I was expecting, but I eventually got it. I think my only other thing to try to get things a little bit smoother is to see if I can pry off the drive pulley on top of the transmission. I don't know, maybe it's just a little wobbly or something. The other thing I was thinking is maybe the height of that pulley on top of the hydro gear is just a little bit higher or a little bit lower than my previous transmission. So that could be throwing things off as well. So the nice thing is, here we are in 2026 and my 15-year-old Cub Cadet is back from the dead. and I actually did mow with it a little bit, so that's definitely good to see. Oh, I did have an issue with the mowing deck being a couple inches lower on one side versus the other. Eventually I did realize the little deck lift cable was off of one of the plastic pulleys, so once I put that back on, it was pretty easy to get it level. Surprisingly, the Kawasaki engine on here actually started right up even after sitting for 3 years. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this engine has all original parts. Well, I did drain the gas and put a new fuel filter on, but it started right up once I put in a new battery. The old one was pretty much shot. One other problem I have is the plastic drain plug for the oil is busted, so I need to figure out how to remove that and just put one of those hoses on it similar to my zero turn, which is much easier to change the oil. I did notice there's a little bit of a sound when I shut off the engine now. Not sure if it's just sticky lifters or something like that from it sitting a while, but here, see if you can hear it towards the end. Just sort of a metal clanking noise. Hopefully it works its way out once I can change the oil. Just keep in mind, I'm not a mechanic or anything, but after doing this, it sort of felt like open heart surgery or something. But the fact that it actually works now is definitely a really nice feeling. So if you wanted to do something like this and you're not sure how, just keep watching YouTube videos like I did, and eventually it'll give you enough confidence to try it. Now, hopefully I can get this pulley off of the transmission to see if that helps smooth things out. But so far, things are looking a lot brighter for this older Cub Cadet that wouldn't even move, and it's just been sitting for the last 3 years.